you know, who's bought like the organic like peanut butter like from like Costco, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the big tub like organic peanut butter. I mean, sometimes, you know, like I'll put that in my like banana raw cacao ice cream in the morning for breakfast.
Wow.
And I'll like boom, I'll just stir that up. Sometimes usually I'll do sprouted sunflower seed butter. That's usually that's my biggest favorite one right now.
Sweet ice cream.
Well, when I say ice cream,
Banana cream.
I say frozen bananas blended up
Okay, cool.
with raw cacao, with
Right
honey,
on. Nice.
Kauai honey, and maca powder as well.
Vitamin mineral greens.
Absolutely, vitamin mineral greens as well. Thank you to my friend who just went out of my house last night and saw my greens. Cool. Any other questions?
Yeah. So my family eats like organic meat.
Yeah.
Is there any difference between the cancerous of regular meat and organic meat?
That's a great question, and I don't feel 100% to give you an answer,
Okay.
like a legitimate answer that I feel very confident to do that.
Yeah.
But I am going to write that question down. I'm going to do some more research because that is a good question that I've actually been meditating on.
Okay.
Does that matter?
Yeah.
Because obviously, in current dairy and current meat, number one, they just jack up with hormones.
Yeah.
It's just gnarly. But your question, Linseed, was, is there a difference of increase of cancer, organic meat or non-organic meat? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
How do you feel about soy?
Soy doesn't feel right to me. Like, just like my personal intuition,
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel right.
It raises estrogen levels in men.
It just doesn't feel right.
Okay.
It just doesn't feel right to me.
So like if you don't eat dairy, like how is goat? Is that still better than cow? Yeah. Or,
Ugh. I mean, I would have to do more research on that to give you 100% complete answers that I would feel confident in.
Thank you.
But I will get back to you. It was Evan, correct?
Nevin.
Nevin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nevin, your question was, is there a difference ingesting goat milk or goat dairy instead of cow?
Yeah, like a considerable difference.
Got it.
It's really interesting, man. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you eat fish?
I do not. I do not.
No fish.
So I've even shown it's shown studies that even with fish that can still increase your cholesterol. So a lot of people say like fish oil is good for you, and there's a study that fish oil, like those fats, it has cholesterol in it, and it increases heart disease. Can increase heart disease. So I've been kind of like still like studying more into that, because on like one side, like I can see how the fatty acids obviously in the fish are good and omega-3s are good, but then also like the fats, the cholesterol that's in it.
Is it good cholesterol or bad cholesterol? Isn't some good?
The studies that I've seen and the research that I've shown, it can still increase heart disease.
Okay.
So that's just from my studies and from what I've tried.
Whoa.
So this is
What is big ups?
so this is Colin, and
Yeah, Colin.
he
Colin, everyone.
he facilitates, manages the cafe here at Papaya's, and he was so kind to offer some amazing, great choices for you to stay. That's going to help encourage you and inspire you to stay away from meat products to increase your protein intake. Where this has spirulina, bee pollen, anything else, Colin?
Kale. Spirulina, bee pollen. So we start with a rice milk. When we were talking, I've been listening in about the dairy, and so this is a rice milk base. We use all organic rice milk or soy milk or almond milk as choices here for any of the smoothies. But this is our Green Hulk smoothie, and last week we were talking about how to get all these things in and make it quick and easy and effective. So this has flax oil as an add-in. That's not typically included with our Green Hulk, but it's something you can add to any of the juices or smoothies. It also has bee pollen added in. So those two supplements you can add to any of our beverages, but it does come with spirulina and kale, as well as dates, and then you're getting your choice of tahini or peanut butter. This is a rice milk peanut butter, but you're getting kind of all those layers of goodness, but also the flavor. Because I think for myself, coming from the food side of this and then learning more about the health and well-being, but really being the food side, if it's not delicious, then kind of stops right there. So
That's good.
hopefully everyone really enjoys this, and this
So
is something
good.
that's available to you 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and can pack in almost everything. The other option that we wanted to show is just that we always feature a raw salad. It's not labeled as such, but on the salad bar in between our pineapple slaw and one of our potato salads, you always see a different blend. It's usually a kale based. We use Bragg's liquid amino and some sort of citrus juice on top of it. There's usually cabbage. There's sometimes some raw fruits. This one has some like pea shoots in it, and cabbage and kale and lots of other things. But if you were, eating exclusively raw or mostly raw, you could at least have this and or the Green Hulk as options for you to get your day started or finished.
How do you feel about Bragg's amino acids? I've heard that it's kind of similar to MSG, maybe molecularly.
The Bragg's, as far as I found in the support of the store has been pretty diligent in researching
Yeah.
what we use and what we don't use, like additives like Spike or something that we don't put in any of the food because it is a GMO seasoning.
Oh wow.
Whereas
Oh.
Bragg's, when you're looking at a raw vinegar, it is certified organic and it's certified raw and all these other great things.
Oh, it's the
And
vinegar.
so-
It's not the amino acids.
No, it is the amino
Oh, okay.
acids, but it's in lieu of anything else, it's
Yeah.
the best alternative we've found so
I see.
far. And we've tried to eliminate MSG and GMOs from every, like even going through a chili sauce we used to use. We found it's like
Well,
when you really dive into it, it's things that you'll see around and that a lot of people are familiar with. So it's been process of elimination, and it's the best alternative we found so far.
I trust Bragg's. They're good peeps.
Health Crusaders.
And I just want to say how blessed I am to work with Colin, because not only is he willing to share with the cafe, with the community, is that he wants it to taste good, And I have many clients that are like, I don't like eating vegetables, I don't like eating healthy because it doesn't taste that good. And where Colin comes in his creativity, where he wants to obviously provide the community's needs of healthy living, but also to have that taste as well. I see some of you trying to get that last smoothie. You guys are like, ah.
Yeah, you got us hooked with the sample. We're off and
I'm glad you
rolling.
enjoyed it, I'll be here next week to kind of dissecting a little bit more of what we do. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to come over and ask, as well as comments or things that you really enjoy eating. We're in the process of revising the whole program, so we're looking at what kinds of sandwiches or grab and goes or other things that people would like. Are there some must-haves for the bar? Are there things that you always see that you would really prefer if we kept on the bar all the time? So any kind of feedback you'd like to give, whether it's through this or just stopping by the window, or if you want to jot down a note for us, we're always happy to take that into consideration and continue evolving to have healthy, delicious food. So good. Thanks for having me.
Hey, real quick.
Thank you, Colin.
Hey, Don, do you mind taking a picture of us this way? I have Colin in here as well, and the shakes and stuff, and the salads.
Yes, but you gotta. It's got some add-ins. You gotta ask them. The whole drinks.
Is everybody in?
You guys need to just bring it.
Come on, Dorothy.
You ready?
Make sure everybody's in.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks, papayas.
There we go. I think I caught it.
You see everyone?
I hope I caught it. You're gonna have to go back and verify.
Yeah, it's the Hulk smoothie that you order, plus bee pollen and flax oil.
Sweet guys, awesome.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you, Colin. Appreciate it. So yeah, and even a hundred calories of even cooked kale like has 7 grams of protein. So dabble with. I wanna encourage you.
Sorry.
I wanna encourage you to what feels right for you, to utilize that intuition, but also to be a leader. With your friends, with your families, with your community, because people not only look at what you talk about, but people usually really look at like how you live your life. So hopefully I wanna really share that with you. And the biggest thing is just coming back to the basics. My name is Andrew Anunciation. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you, Andrew.
If you guys again have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. Question.
You said ATP.
Yeah, ATP. So if you ingest like carbohydrates, that turns into glucose, which is stored into your muscles and into your liver, and in return, utilizing what the actin in the mitochondria in your body, it creates ATP, which is energy. That's like the true energy source of how we move every single day. Like I'm exerting ATP right now. Yeah. So that's like to the chemical level of like how you produce energy, how you're able to surf, how are you able to paddle. So eating complex carbohydrates and green leafy vegetables is gonna definitely increase that. Absolutely, 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 absolutely.
Never heard that term.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, plant-based diet helps prevent cancer, helps build lean muscle, helps rebuild and recover your body, organs, your DNA. And it's coming back to basics. Also, if you guys have any fitness questions, I am a personal trainer out here and a fitness professional at Kauai Athletic Club. Feel free to reach out. But much love to you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
What about quinoa?
Quinoa, what about it?
How do you feel about it?
It's natural, plant-based.
Protein.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So again, for me, I enjoy trying to eat as raw as possible. I want to get the most nutrients as possible.
Yeah.
That's me. But if you're eating cooked quinoa, I mean, it's vegetable-based, really
Kinda
no
sprouted.
chemicals. It's not like poisonous. So I would say, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, if that resonates with you, like utilize it.
Yeah.
Especially steaming things and stuff like that. I think that's great. Any other questions? All right, cool. Well, guys, thank you again so much for having me. I want to thank Papayas as well for having me, and yeah, just thank Papayas in the cafe when you guys come by, and thank Colin for the samples that he provided to us. And yeah, thank you.
Just real quick, I just went back to read the brags real quick, and it just says that is a vegetable protein seasoning from a healthy, certified, non-GMO soybeans. It's the original formula, and Bragg's has a small amount of naturally occurring sodium. No table salt is added. If less sodium is desired, then you just can dilute it down, but it's just a naturally occurring monosodium glutamate, as opposed to the magnified version.
Kind of like
So,
nutrition.
Okay.
just a naturally occurring amount. So.
Right, I like it. I like it on food. Sometimes I feel like once I start eating it, then I start craving it. But I've heard other people that have that are a little bit skeptical of it, so I've just been